Hey everybody, so I am your professor. My name is Lindsay Stratton. You can call me professor, you can call me Lindsay, you can call me Professor Stratton, Miss Stratton, Miss, I don't really care. Considering that this class is asynchronous and we're never actually going to see each other all the time, I guess it really doesn't matter now, does it? Okay, so I'm going to give you guys a little intro about me, and then I'm going to talk about the class and what you guys can expect. So to get started, I have a 5-year-old who's about to enter this video because he's nosy. You want to say hi? So I have a 5-year-old son. I am also 5.5 months pregnant with a baby girl. I am due right around our finals time, which is why your research paper is going to be due ahead of time. But we'll get to that later. So I graduated College of St. Rose, which is up in Albany, New York, with my bachelor's degree in secondary English education. And then I got my master's degree from Southern New Hampshire University, which is completely online, in 2017 with a master's in arts and English lit. So here we are. I know that doesn't seem like a very long time, but that's all right. So with that, you know, technicality, I guess, being out of the way, the fun stuff is that I have 2 dogs. I have 4 cats. One you just probably saw coming down the stairs. We have 2 fish in the back. And one day I hope we have like chickens and goats and stuff, because that would be pretty cool. So what else? I don't know. Oh, we're part of a motorcycle club. It's pretty cool. My husband's the president. My husband's also a Philadelphia firefighter. That's very nice, buddy. What color are you going to make Thanos? Pink? Okay. Get your pink marker. You do not need to be right here. Again, I apologize, but this is, you know, the nature of virtual schooling, I guess, right? Is that you're home and you can't really escape a lot of things. Yeah, put them there. So, what other fun things? I don't know. I really have nothing. I don't think I'm that fun of a person. I'm pretty much a homebody. I like to be home sometimes. Anyway, so let's get to the, I guess, nitty-gritty of class. So the first thing that you'll see in the email that I attached is your syllabus, okay? Now the syllabus, I'm going to share it real fast so that we can go over it. Share. So here it is, okay? Please put your hand down. Okay. So the top part is just, you know, formality. It's the name of the class. It's code. How many credits? What?
My number's not there.
Because it's a recording, buddy. That's why. Okay, so you'll notice down here, I gave you an alternate email address just in case. It's still through Gmail, just like our RCBC email. So it's, you know, it's still pretty okay. I gave you my cell phone number just in case, for whatever reason, you know, Blackboard crashes or our email crashes, something astronomical. I don't know. Also, you can request an office visit or like a one-on-one really with me. We can do something online. Okay, so we can use like Zoom, we can use WebEx, doesn't matter. We'll figure it out. And then just know that if you send me an email, I do work for 2 other schools as well. So you can expect to hear back from me within 24 hours. If you don't hear back from me, email me again, because I probably forgot, or I just, you know, it slipped my mind. You know, one of those, like you got a text message, thought you replied and you never did. Okay, everything else is kind of self-explanatory. The course description comes right out of the handbook. Your required texts, all of these texts are online, so you don't have to worry about physically buying one. Little Seagull Handbook, They Say, I Say, they're both available online. Little Seagull Handbook is more about MLA, which we're gonna go over. You do not need this book. Even, I don't think you need this book. That's just my feeling on it, but that's neither here nor there, okay? A note on the reading, some of it may contain some, you know, special content, just to be aware. Please, Christian, stop, okay? The text that we're going to really focus on though this semester is The Hate U Give. I'm sure that a lot of you have seen the movie, and that's fine. Do know though, the movie is completely different from the book. The endings are not the same. So it is recommended, even if you saw the movie, that you read the book. It's not hard to get through. It's not, I broke it up for you. There's not, you know, it is not a difficult text to read through. Okay, I gave you 2 different links to get the book for free. You don't have to download. You don't have to include your email for a free trial. You don't have to worry about anything. Okay, right, hi. There's your course learning outcomes and your general education outcomes. It's because you're not sitting on the chair the right way. You can read through those on your own, along with core course content. The stuff that is a little more of what we're going to go over, course policies, assessments, and grading. Okay, so attendance, obviously it's asynchronous, so I don't see you. So how do I take attendance? As long as you're doing your assignments, which are due every Friday by midnight, you're there. That's how I'm doing it. I might include weekly emails. I'm not sure yet how the college wants us to necessarily handle asynchronous classes, if we're supposed to count attendance just for 1 time a week or for 2. If it is 2, I will send you a question in your weekly emails to answer. That'll count as 1 day, and then your assignment counts as the 2nd day. Okay. They are also changing their attendance policy because of the nature of classes this semester. So as soon as that comes out, I will update this. I will update you guys. I will let you know what's going on. Let's see. Communication. Okay, so I do a few different things. The first is that I do your weekly emails. You'll get one either every Sunday or every Monday, depends on, you know, what I've got going on as well. Those weekly emails will detail what we did in the past week, what you have coming up, and your upcoming assignments. It will tell you how to do those assignments, so you don't have to fear. You okay? Don't forget up here. And then I also have a group me chat that I like to set up. The group me chat is strictly a courtesy. It's more if you have questions and you don't feel like sending an email, dog is dying. You can just simply text it to me and then I should be able to get back to you. However, please know that after 7 p.m., I'm not responding to texts. So there's that. You can go through Zoom meetings. So I like to do my Zoom meetings. If for one-on-ones, I don't really care for WebEx, but if we need to Zoom or WebEx, whichever, I will do it. I use Zoom to record these virtual classes as opposed to WebEx. So those are things, those are my 3 modes of communication. Academic, dishonesty, and plagiarism. It should be self-explanatory, but we'll go over it anyway. If I find that you have plagiarized, I will give you 1 chance to redo your assignment. If you choose to not redo the assignment, you will take a 0 for whatever it was, okay? The only time you will not get a 2nd chance to redo it is for your final paper.
I'm doing this for Nathan.
Okay. What else was I going to say? So plagiarism, we're going to talk about this more when we go into MLA. It is not simply copying something verbatim or word for word. It's also paraphrasing somebody else's ideas. And then also, according to MLA, they consider plagiarizing when you recycle one of your own papers. However, I kind of look the other way on that one because you wrote it. Makes no sense to me. However, be aware that your assignments are through SafeAssign. So they are going to be checking or checked for plagiarism. So just be aware of that. Even if it doesn't pick it up, I probably will.
Look, Mommy.
Wow.
Done.
Very nice.
I want that.
Okay, you can color the back.
I don't want
Okay,
that.
so again, we'll go over plagiarism more when we start to talk about MLA and formatting and things like that. But just be aware that that is the plagiarism policy. That is my policy on plagiarism. Okay, and then we move into assessments. This is really kind of more what you care about. So you have 3 different grading categories: expository writings and class activities, which is kind of a joke because it's asynchronous. And then your final research document. So your expository writings are your 6 essays that you're going to be writing throughout the class. Please don't freak out. They're literally 2 to 3 pages. They're not really that big of a deal. Your in-class activities is literally everything else. And then your research document is your final research paper and your final portfolio. And that's it. What?
I will make one from Nathan's mom.
Okay.
And I will make one from Nathan's dad.
Okay. You can take a look at the core student learning outcomes if you really want to. Here is a breakdown of the grades, the scale. Sorry, it takes me a minute sometimes. And then here's our course. Now I make a second document, which we're going to look at in a second, on the breakdown of what I do for assignments, but this is it in a nutshell, okay? Lastly, you can withdraw from the class. If you choose to withdraw, you have, I believe, until the 30th of October to do so. If you do it after September 11th and before October 30th, you do not get a refund. That is my very minimal understanding of that, okay? Let's see what else. If you have a 504 plan, please email me so that I can accommodate that. Your technology statement, we can't really apply too much since we're relying on technology to get us through this class.
Was
And
it
then
something like that? Oh, that's home.
yes, Dad's home. And then you have a bunch of student success services, okay, at your disposal. We're going to talk about using the library and using the databases, so you don't have to worry about that. Okay, and if you have any questions on the actual syllabus itself, let me know. We're going to move on now to the weekly breakdown. Okay, so we're going to now move on to the weekly breakdown. Let's go to here. This is where I would look for more information. So I give you up here a little key to my shorthanded. So Thug is the novel, The Hate You Give. And then TSIS is our book, They Say, I Say. Okay, so this first week is just really today. It's the introduction, which is what I'm doing. And then you have an assignment. It is on the discussion board. I'm going to get you there in a second as soon as we go over this. So this assignment is due Sunday, and then you're also to read Maya Angelou's New Directions, and I'll tell you where to find that as well. Okay, so week 2, I'm going to talk about the narrative essay. Oops, stop that. And then you'll have your personal narrative due, okay, on Friday. What is next Friday? I believe the 4th. Yes, September 4th, okay? Week 3, so anything that says that it's due, it's going to be that Friday at midnight, okay? If it doesn't say the word due, it means you're doing it for the following week, okay? So for example, you're going to read Toni Morrison's Slow Walk of Trees for week 4.
Nathan's dad,
You can color it for Nathan's dad.
but my sing is being on.
Okay, then take a break. That's all, just take a break, okay? So we're going to get down here for a second. In week 7 is when we're going to start to read our novel, The Hate You Give. Okay, you'll see that you have an essay due that week, but also that you're going to read the first 5 chapters. They're not that long. They're not that grueling. You can also download the audiobook. I do know that's available, so you can download that. Please try not to watch the movie and rely on it. There are a lot of major differences. So just, plus you can't really stop at like where chapter 5 is on the movie. So that's just something to be aware of. We're going to have MLA day. You'll have an MLA quiz, and you're going to have a novel quiz. So a quiz on the novel. And then we're going to have library day as well. It's not going to work on that, baby. You didn't use a pencil. Those erasers only work for pencils. Okay. Now you'll notice in week 9, research paper topic. Okay. When that opens up on Blackboard for you, I have given you topics to choose from. I'm making it very simple so that there's really not much stress to come. Well, I'm hoping that there's not too much stress, but you never know.
It's not
Okay.
working.
Now try to erase. See, there it is. Okay, so then you have your research paper thesis statement due, an outline due, and then you'll have a first rough draft and a second rough draft. So I really break it down so that you're not trying to bang out an entire paper at one time. However, I do know that there are people that do that and do it quite successfully. You know, everybody does it differently, but you have to hit these milestones at least. We don't have classes the week of Thanksgiving. You have class that Monday, but I'm just going to let that week go because why not? So when you come back from Thanksgiving break is when we have completed the novel. You'll have the quiz on the novel, and your final research paper will be due then. Okay. Again, as I said before, my delivery date is for December 12th. So I want to get your research papers graded before I possibly go to the hospital. I think that makes more sense. At least it does for me. And then the final week of class is when your portfolio is due. You are quite literally just putting everything together into one document, okay? If you have questions over this weekly breakdown, please send me an email. You can send me a text, I don't care, okay? So now what we're going to do is we're gonna go to Blackboard. Once I figure out where it is.
Look, Mom, I made Mickey
Nope, nope,
Mouse.
nope. Where's
Look,
my
Mom.
internet? There it is.
Look.
What? Oh, you did make Mickey Mouse. Look at you go. All right, so here it is. Here's our home page, okay? So welcome to class. You are going to see this in the email that is being sent to you, okay? Now, the other thing, I'm going to switch to student mode so that we all see the same screen. Right now, you guys only see weeks 1, 2, and 3, the syllabus and the schedule, contact info, and announcements, okay? When you go to my grades, you can also see everything that is due with their due date. This will also come up on your calendar, okay? So if you click on calendar, I don't know if it's going to work for me.
Can you open this?
Here you go. Okay, so you will see that your classes will put, once they enter due dates for assignments, they go onto your calendar. So you can always click your calendar and have a printout of it if you want. I find that easier to visually see what's due instead of just reading it. That might sound weird, I don't know. Okay, so we're gonna start up here, announcements. This is always gonna be your home page. This is where I'll put stuff for the weeks. I will most likely be copying the weekly emails to your announcements just in case. Okay, contact info, right?
These are a little bit bigger.
They are.
My other one.
Yes, okay, so here is all of my contact information if you need it. The syllabus and breakdown again, okay? So everything we just went over is right here. Okay, here's your breakdown. You can download it. You don't have to just look at it here. All right, sorry, I'm going to scroll back up. And then if you go to week 1, which is today, you'll see this, introductions. Okay, you'll have your syllabus, your breakdown, and then that reading that you're going to be doing for next week, okay? So everything is set into their weeks. You can also go into course content to find them, but I'll do that in a second. So the first thing that I want you to do that is going to be due Sunday is your introductions. You're going to click on that and you're going to simply chat. I don't know where it went, but that's okay.
This one doesn't work.
I'll figure that out in a second. Let's go to week 2. Okay, so here is the narrative essay, the reading that I'm going to talk about in the next video. Here is your assignment, okay, and I kind of break it down for you. When you click on that, you'll go into it. You can write your submission right into the box, or you can upload it as a document and submit it that way. You'll hit submit over here, and it'll be on its way to be graded. Okay, then you have your next reading. So now I'm going to show you course content real fast. Some of you might be aware of how to use this. I don't know. Here is the text, The Hate You Give. Here are all of the course readings. Okay, and then any rubrics. All of the rubrics are also loaded with their assignments. So again, everything is found in 2 different places. If you have questions about it, let me know. You can message me, okay, if you need to. Okay, you can email me, whatever you need to do. You will notice, just bear with me, I'm going to exit student preview. I have every week loaded, ready to go on my side. So I'm only going to show you 3 weeks at a time because I feel like if I do more than that, it's going to get overwhelming.
Mom, you call this?
No,
Yes.
if your wrist hurts, put the cap on it and take a break. Okay, so I don't want to show you too much unless you guys really want it. Just let me know. And again, I have to figure out that discussion thing. I don't know why that wasn't working. Okay, so I think that might be it in a nutshell. What? Yes.
I'm going to put tape on it.
Go ahead.
But I don't know how.
What do you mean you don't know how to take it off? It's tape.
But
You have to find the end right there. This is my everyday life, my 5-year-old. There it is. Okay. You're welcome. Okay, so if you have any questions, please feel free to let me know. If you have questions about navigating Blackboard, please let me know. If you have questions about this class, you know, obviously let me know. Expect those weekly emails. It's something that I think helps a lot to see a breakdown, what we did, what we're going to do, and like looking forward in the future. Good job. Okay, and then I think that's about it. Oh, I said earlier that I set up a group me chat. If you would like to be part of the group me chat, please email me your phone number and I will add you. I understand that most people have iPhones these days, but since I don't get to see you, I don't know that for a fact. I like to use the group me chat as a courtesy, so to remind you of things that are due. And then if you have a quick question about it, you can just throw it there instead of sending me an email and waiting and hoping that I'll reply within 24 hours. I will say that for the most part, I am here a lot at my computer, but my son's school starts next Wednesday, so I don't know how much more that's going to dwindle. So the group text is preferable, but if you guys don't want to, then we don't have to. Other than that, I got nothing. If you have questions, again, just feel free to send them in an email, and welcome to 101. Hopefully we'll have a good time. Bye guys.